Namaste and welcome everyone. My name is Ronak Gajjar, as you already know, and today we are going to have a beautiful conversation and learn some simple breathing exercise and do some simple asanas to release stress. And the account which we are going to, the Instagram account which is called Mysafe Place. You can check them out, and we'll just wait for Pooja from Mysafe Place to join in. Hi Neelay brother, great. So slowly, let's wait for people to log in. And if you have any questions regarding stress, pranayama or yoga asanas, you can ask me today. So my safe place is just joining in. Thank you Neelay, great. Hi Pooja.
Hi, Ronak.
So finally we connected. Yes.
For some reason, whenever I try to do an Insta live, some sort of technical issue seems to.
No worries. So I hope you had a good day today. Sunday must be a little relaxing for you.
I think it'll be relaxing now. I'm looking forward to, this Insta live session. So that's
Nice.
why I wanted to plan it on a Sunday so we can kind of end the week on a stress-free note.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you. So yes, go ahead. Do you have any questions as we're going to do today's live session? I took over and I started introducing you, but yeah, go ahead.
So I just wanted to start with like a little introduction to my safe space.
Mhm.
So hi everyone. I'm one of the co-founders at Mysafe Place. We're basically a wellness platform where we encourage positive conversations around mental health, and we
Mhm.
make such available to individuals and organizations. We offer one-on-one consultations, therapists, counselors, and life coaches, ensuring complete confidentiality, cost effectiveness, and success. We also organize motivational webinars and workshops like art therapy, mindfulness, and laughter yoga as part of our
Mhm.
employee and family wellness program. And recently, we've also started some really interesting group sessions on mindfulness and a senior citizen wellness program. So, if you want
Lovely.
more about it, you can DM us or get on our website.
Nice.
Have this collaboration with Ronak. So, and kind of talk about stress and how to stress. And Ronak is a holistic meditation and wellness coach. Since we're already conducting this on his platform, I'm sure all of you sort of already know that. So I
Yes.
think without we can like kick off.
Sure, Pooja. Thank you so much for introducing yourself, your beautiful place which you have created. So yes, we've already got one question from Follow Me. I'm pretty stressed at home. What should I do? So yes. Let's begin with that question itself. So stress is a very normal thing. Probably, stress is, if you understand it this way, that stress is a part of our life. Imagine if you have your life without stress for 3 months. You're just happy. You'll get bored of it, right? So you need that roller coaster ride to grow. But if I say that you're stressed at home, what should I do? Then measure your stress. There are lots of ways you can measure your stress. Measure your stress out of 1 to 10. What is the scale you are at? 10 being the highest. If you're at 7, 8, or 9, start with your physical fitness. And in today's session, you will learn 2 or 3 asanas which will help you release the stress and pranayama as well. Now, these are very sacred as well as the key foundations to release stress through yoga, pranayama, and meditation. So yes, you can stick to the session till the end of the class and learn those techniques. And Pooja is going to perform it with us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what exactly is stress, and how does it sort of affect us and our bodies and mind? And what is the cause and the factors behind stress? Because I know right now with COVID, of course, there are so many reasons, whether it's work or home or health,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
factors, all these external factors keep affecting us. So if you can just shed
Right. Right, right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pooja, for asking this. So, stress, in a simple term, in a very scientific and simple term, it's a hormone. It's a hormone which plays inside your body to cause overthinking, to be anxious about the past or the future, which is going to come. Now, again, this is a reminder. Neither the past is in your control, neither the future is in your control. Only now, what we are experiencing at this moment is in your control. So, the more and more you become or understand stress, you will realize that you are not stressed. You and your stress is separate. You and your happiness is separate. So you as an individual energy is different from only the physical stress, mental, emotional, spiritual, and there are multiple layers of stress which we carry. Now, during this pandemic, health has become one of the major factors to be stressful about, and we are taking our precautions and stuff like that. But are we really working out on our breath and mind? Because locking ourselves down in the four walls and being mentally strong is the biggest challenge which everyone has faced in 7 months.
Yeah.
And those who have done their, meditation, yoga, pranayama, or connected to, a space like you, my safe place, then that kind who've got the right coaches, then those people are, little protected, little safeguarded. Otherwise, it's going haywire, chaotic for most of the people. So stress has multiple factors, hormones being one. Second, anxiousness, overthinking about past and future. Both are not in control, but we still think about it. And trying, trying to run behind something which you know that you're not even taking first step and directly looking at the end goal, making the picture so big that, oh, this pandemic is happening. What will happen to the finances after 6 months? Right? You're not experiencing of what's happening today, but you're worried about the finances after 6 months or a year. So coming back to from there to today, what we are going to do is we're going to learn the most simplest and effective pranayama, the breathing exercise, which is more than 2 to 5,000 years old. Now, as per yogic science, a good, like a teacher, like a guru shishya parampara, a teacher used to teach pranayam, and one pranayam used to be practiced for 7 years or 8 years to master. Now, in the fast growing, social media age, we are just learning this. So we need to be grateful that you're learning such an important technique. And apart from being grateful, practice it. If you practice it 5 minutes every day for 21 days, you will see up to 50 to 70% reduction in your stress. And this is all science. I'm currently doing my master's in yoga and already applied for my PhD. And I'm thinking of which PhD should I go for? Should I go for meditation or breathing? So that's the duality I'm facing. But I know Pooja would understand this better. Like we have so much to learn and such a short life.
Agreed, yeah. You kind of want to master everything and you just want to jump straight into the future
True.
and focus on those final outcomes. But I think you have to enjoy the journey in the process. So how does this breath work pranayama really help us physically and mentally? Like you said, stress affects hormonally and
Mhm.
so how does pranayama or breath work counter that?
Right. So let me start with a simple example. Like when you are in anger, in the mood anger, how do you breathe? Next time, so whoever watches this live and whoever will watch this in future, whenever you're angry, start observing or noticing your breath. You will be breathing 12, 15, 20, even 30 breaths per minute. Now, there is no rocket science behind it. This is the natural way. When you're angry, you tend to breathe faster. The same kind of thing happens when you are in fear or anxiousness or anxiety. That if a tiger or a lion or even if a dog is behind you coming to bite you, what happens? You're so much in fear and you run. Your heartbeat is faster, your breath is faster. So the same reaction of the body for two situations or two big emotions, fear and anger. And this fear is also causing stress, anxiety, and so on. And this anger is also harming you a lot. Now, when you slow down, so the simplest way is slowing down your breath is equal to slowing down your heartbeat. When your heartbeat is slow and your breath is slow, they match and your blood pressure is regulated or controlled, or your heartbeat is slowed down, you are naturally calm. And that's why Zen monks, Buddhist monks, or yoga masters, Rishi Munis, or yoga teachers, when you practice your breathing, it has been again measured in various hospitals across the world. When you breathe slow, heartbeat is slow, and the number of thoughts reduce.
Okay.
Now, ideally, in a day, everyone has 50,000 thoughts. That's an average number. Now,
50,000. Wow.
50,000. Now, that's an average for a normal human being who has minimal stress. Imagine for a person staying in a metro city like Mumbai
Yeah.
or any other metro city, fast paced life, again, running behind work, money, balancing the relationship, and play time, work time, me time, and that's where you don't really get any time for yourself. Like you're juggling.
There's
You
no bad.
just do, yeah. It's completely bad for mental, physical, every level. So what should we do? What should we do? So we should start with our breathing exercise first. And breathing will be the most boring thing. Let me again warn you. Why? Because if I tell you as a breathwork teacher that I can make it interesting, I'll talk about that later. But today, if I tell you to breathe, you will say, I am breathing 24 hours, Ronak. What new are you going to teach me?
Yeah.
Right? But it is important. Like you eat clean food to keep your stomach healthy, like you do physical yoga or any workout to have your body flexible. Similarly, no one, and I can write it on paper, no one is practicing anything for mental health. There is no games, there is no practices, there is no special exercises for mental health which people are practicing right now.
Yeah.
So breathing definitely will help you. And today we are going to learn some powerful exercises for that. And I'm sure it's going to be fun. If you have more questions, yeah, please go ahead, Pooja. Yeah.
So, I think one of our viewers has asked us, do you need to, should pranayam always be done on an empty stomach? I guess once we practice it, we can.
Yes. Yes. So I ideally suggest as well that pranayam is best to be done empty stomach. As per traditional books, the traditional book, it takes 4 hours gap before and after meals. Now,
Okay.
4 hour gap is not possible.
Yeah.
As we are living in a very fast-paced world, 1 hour is a minimum time to have a good gap. Like if you have your dinner at 8 o'clock, then 9 o'clock you can do some simple breathing exercise to sleep well. Or morning, after your breakfast at 8 or 9 in the morning, 10 o'clock you can do proper breathing exercise. 1 hour gap is a great time before or after meals to do your breath work. Yes.
And normally, how many times should we do it in a day? Should we do it every day? Do we need to dedicate a certain amount of time to breathe in consciously?
Right. So again, a very nice question, Pooja. Thank you. So breathing is food for mind and food for soul and food for emotions. If you only do your physical workout for 1 hour, complete 1 hour, I recommend then another extra half an hour for your breath work, breathing every day. Now, today during this pandemic, everyone realized the air pollution level and lungs importance. How how much breaths per minute you should take and how should be the breathing capacity. and so on. So I recommend 6 days a week minimum breathing exercise. Either you do 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and maximum of half an hour. So half an hour breathing and half an hour workout, physical workout is a great combination. If you want to finish it in 1 hour, due to time, due to lack of time. But if you have enough time, 1 hour proper physical workout and half an hour of breathing exercise.
Okay. So I think what we can do is maybe you can demonstrate some of the techniques and I'll follow. And then if we have any further questions at the end, we can do those.
Sure, sure. So let's start with the first breathing exercise, which is called the Brahmari Pranayama or the buzzing bee breathing exercise. Now, in this breathing exercise, you get a buzzing vibration on your brain. Let me tell you a very quick benefits. When your ears are closed and the fingers are connected to the head, the vibration from your jaw, from your chanting, it goes to your head and calms down your head naturally. There are very tiny nerves on your scalp and on your head which relaxes your brain. This can be done in the night or in the day or any time, 1 hour gap before and after meals. So let's do a demo round first and then we'll do a proper 3 rounds, Pooja.
Sure.
So closing your ears from outside using your thumb
Okay.
and spreading the fingers on the crown of the head like this and chanting Hun, Hun, Hun. One round Hun. So let's close. Close your eyes, breathe in. And slowly relax there and gently open your eyes. So we did one demonstration round. How did you feel?
Yeah, I could feel the buzz, like you're saying. I mean, basically you're hearing yourself and that the the continuation.
Yes. So that's the magic, Puja. So when you listen to that buzzing vibration or that sound, it's like a bumblebee sound, and it creates a vibration on your head, on your body to calm you down. So we'll do 3 rounds, and everyone who's watching us, let's practice together. So 3 rounds, closing your ears.
How long do you have to breathe in and out for when you're doing?
So you inhale from the nose and exhale and elaborate as long as possible.
Okay.
Right? So let's do 3 rounds. Breathing in. Inhale. Breathing in. And slowly relax your hand, keeping your eyes. Breathing in slow and exhale. And very gently open your eyes. Yes. So tell us your experience, Pooja.
It was good. I think, yeah, if I continue doing it for a few rounds, it kind
Yes.
of go in your own zone, maybe like.
Yes. Yes. So basically, what happens is your jaw
Yeah.
creates that vibration from your throat, it goes to the jaw, and from your ears, it's like a wired internet connection. It goes to your head. And that's where this is a very important chakra also. And hormones, the major hormones are the gland which connects the hormones is sitting here in the crown. You can say the pineal gland or hypothalamus. So when you create this vibration, you're calming yourself down. How many rounds should you do it? Multiples of three. So you can do 3, 6, 9, and so on.
Okay. So after every three, should we open our eyes or do we just
Mm.
continue?
Continue with closing the eyes. And if you have if you have a pain on your shoulder, so 3, 6 rounds, then take a break, but keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
And then again restart.
I like it because it kind of blocks out the other sounds. So I feel like you're able to focus and just, yeah.
Become the same.
Um, One of our viewers is asking how many cycles of it should be done daily.
Right. So you should do at least nothing less than 9 rounds.
Nothing less.
If you can do more, it would be great. But if you do less than 9 rounds, you take 6 months to get that results.
Okay. And you're saying after 21 days, normally we can see the difference because
Yes,
it takes those many days to form a habit, I'm guessing.
yes, yes.
Okay. How is repetition good? Is another question that.
Yes. So nine repetition would be good, and if you can do more, it's better. But always in multiples of three. That's how it is designed.
Okay.
Yes. So now let's move to the next breathing exercise, which is going to be the last breathing, but the most powerful breathing exercise of of the yoga. Okay, we have one more question. What are the benefits of Brahmari? Nice. So Brahmari Pranayama, there are multiple benefits, but let's start with few. If you start during the day, like starting in the early morning, you will have less thought. You will become less anxious during the day. If you do it in the evening before you sleep, 9 rounds or little more, then you have better sleep. Because again, overthinking can be cut down drastically when you do your Brahmari Pranayama. And with this buzzing, you are actually creating this vibration. The sound helps you heal all the tiny nerves which are blocked. So that's the benefits here. Thank you. So yes.
Yeah, I
Now
think
we move to the second question. Or let's move to the second one.
yeah.
Yeah. So keeping your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and left hand in prana mudra. So that's the ring finger and the tiny finger touching. Yes. And resting on the thigh, facing upward.
Okay.
And the right hand, drop the first two fingers. Yes. Yes. So drop your right nostril from your thumb, like this. Yeah. And your back part of the palm would show like, yes. Correct. Now, inhale from your left, block your left from the ring finger slowly, and exhale from the right without any sound. Breathing in from the right, block your right, and exhale from your left. Continue. We will do this for 1 minute. Inhale, block, and exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Now, continue more slowly and consciously. Breathing in softly, block, and exhale. Try to become more smoother in your inhalation, blocking, and exhale. Breathe in. Last 20 seconds, block exhale. You're doing extremely good, Pooja. Keep a beautiful smile on your face. Now, as you exhale from your left nostril, relax your hand, keeping your eyes closed. Slowly relaxing your hands and keeping your eyes closed. Breathe in from both the nostrils and exhale slowly from both the nostrils. Now, rubbing your palms together, cupping them on your eyes, on your face, and on your body. Very slowly opening your eyes. How was your experience?
Yeah, I think inhaling and exhaling from like one nostril at a time. Again, focus more on my breath when I'm normally just inhaling and exhaling.
Nice. Nice. So basically, this is the most powerful pranayam in yoga and breath work, which can be done by anyone and everyone, unless you have your nostrils blocked because too much of ice cream or winter, right?
Yeah.
So then you can practice this in the morning for 5 minutes. So start today we did for 1 minute, 10 seconds. You can put a timer for two minutes at a time and do up to 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
Now let me go ahead, Pooja. Yeah.
Is there a reason we hold the fingers in a particular mudra, or
Right.
and how does it help to inhale and exhale from like blocking one at a time?
Right. Basically, when you do the prana mudra, so this mudra, when your ring and the tiny finger touches the center of your thumb, this is to conserve. This is like, when your power bank, you're charging the battery and your power bank will hold the breath energy inside.
Okay.
Now, the other thing we do this mudra, it's also called Vishnu mudra, but this makes it convenient for fingers to move from one nose to other like this.
Yeah.
And lastly, when you block one nostril and inhale, your left nostril has some nerve connection to the opposite brain, that's the right brain, and your right nostril has some connection to your left brain.
Okay.
So when you inhale softly, that part of the brain will receive more oxygen.
Okay.
Now it doesn't happen immediately. That's why you need to do for prolonged time, at least 5 minutes, 6 minutes, right? And why do we do this pranayama? What are the benefits? It balances both the parts of the brain, your left brain, right brain. It calms you down. It reduces stress, anxiety, anger issues are gone. If you cannot sleep and you are browsing on your phone, just keep your phone aside and do this 5 to 7 minutes. Naturally, you will calm down and you will feel sleepy.
Okay. Helps
Yeah.
to relax. Yeah. And
Yes.
when we hold our breath, once we inhale, should we hold it for a few counts, or do we just exhale after that? Direct.
So at a beginning level, it should be directly inhale and then exhale from one side, inhale and exhale from the other. So that's better. If you hold, it becomes an advanced pranayama.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a benefit to that as well when we're holding our breath?
Yes. So when you hold your breath, you give time to your lungs to exchange gases. Naturally, we do not inhale pure oxygen or pure air. We have mix of gases which we inhale, and the lungs will extract what is needed. So when you hold, you give time for the lungs to exchange properly. When you inhale and exhale, you're just cleansing the nadis. That's why it's called nadi shuddhi.
Okay.
And I would recommend for at least 21 days to 3 months, practice inhaling, exhaling. So you know, is your inhalation more bigger or your exhalation is going deep or not? So if your exhalation is quicker, then you're not releasing. You're holding on the grudges, stress, anxiety. But if you are exhaling, if your exhalation is longer, then you're a free person.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So I think, yeah. So do we have another technique that we're going to practice, or any yoga poses as well?
Sure. So yes. So you can do after your pranayam also these yoga poses because these are therapy based postures to relax and de-stress, or you can do them in the beginning. Now we will do two postures, and that will really help you to calm down. This is very very powerful. So first, working on the spine and hamstrings. Your spine, they say in yoga, your spine defines or is the measurement factor for your mental health and physical health. If you're sitting like this, you are the easiest target for stress.
Okay.
If you sit like this, you cannot think negative and it will not stay with you.
Oh, really? That's very
Yes,
interesting.
yes. So let's start with first uh, simple forward bend. It's called Paschimottanasana or forward bending posture. So I'm just facing camera. Yeah, great. So legs stretched out in front of you like this. Great. Now you can keep your feet closer or apart, little apart, whatever is comfortable, but your toes will be tucked inwards.
Sorry.
Yes, your toes will be tucked in like this,
Okay.
and your back will be straight. So not like this, but straight up. Now you can inhale and raise your arms up, stretch up with your breath, and exhale and go forward. Exhale, going forward. Touch your toes or touch the center of your feet from the front. Exhale, and we stay here for 10 counts. Exhale from the mouth for 10, blowing the air out as if you are blowing the candle. 9, 8, and go forward. 7, stretch and feel your lower back, your hamstrings. Whenever you're getting stretched, smile. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale and come up. Raise your hands up and relax them. So that's posture number 1, Paschimottanasana. Now, what are the benefits? Your lower back, your upper back gets stretched. So when your spine is stretched, you become more refreshed. And your hamstrings and lower back carry the maximum stress in the human body. So when you stretch your hamstrings, because now we are working from home, we are sitting anywhere, sofa, ground, bed, wherever we feel like, and this all muscle starts to get stiff, and it's as good as zero workout, right? Because of work pressures, and you're balancing your work also, and you're balancing your home also. You're making sure that your house is also clean, taking care of the house, daily routine. So we don't take care of stretching. So hamstring, calf muscles are stretched, lower back and upper back. Everything is stretched in this. Now, if you don't reach your alternative, you can touch your knee, touch your shin bone. You can keep pillows here
Okay.
and place your head in the pillows and rest. If you're not reaching anywhere, that's okay. And that's how you put it on a timer for 5 minutes. And your body will start naturally opening in 21 days. So that's posture number 1, Paschimottanasana. Now we move to the posture number 2, that is the child's pose. So if you have knee pain or ankle pain, you can avoid doing this. Otherwise, everyone else can do this. So sitting on your heels, so heels connected to the hip like this, and open your knees wide apart like this as much as possible. And you can either go like this, one palm on the other and face on one side, or you can stretch your arms also and go that way, like a Superman, right? So inhale and exhale and stretch. Heels connected to the hip, palms on one side, the palms, yeah, one above the other, and face on one side, and stay for 10. So we'll increase the count for this. 15 seconds, 15. So like this, facing your face on one side. 14. Exhale, close your eyes. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. Exhale longer. 7. 6. Breathe in. 5. 4. 3. 2. And release. Slowly take support of your palms on the ground and very gently lift up. And you can sit cross-legged if you like. So this is the way you do your child's pose, making a pillow of your hands and face on either side, or you can stretch your arms as well. Now, what are the benefits of this pose? Uh, it takes you to the space as if you were in your mother's womb, right? And that is the most safest place for us humans, right? And all the joints are bent. Your ankle, your knee, your shoulder, your elbows are joint. Elbow joints are also bent. So major joints of your body are stretched and twisted so you can relax further. That's why this is the natural baby sleeping position in the mother's womb.
Okay.
So your body releases a lot of stress which is holding on because of this pose itself. Now this in the yoga text, as there were no X-rays that time, right? So all these masters, rishimonis, and high advanced meditators used to get these visions about this pose, and every posture was written with a story. Very few know these stories, but yeah, today is not the day for the story. We will do it some other day. But practicing 5 minutes of child pose can give you up to 20 minutes of sleep.
Oh
If
wow.
you if you do this 20 minutes of child pose, it goes up to 3 to 4 hours of sleep. But you have to make sure you're having enough pillows around your knees, your ankles, so you don't get any pain.
Okay.
That's why it's a therapy pose and not just a regular yoga class pose. Yeah.
So should we do it before we go to sleep, or when is it?
Yes. So you can do it before sleep, 5 to 10, 5 minutes, 7 minutes before sleep, or as you wake up. So this is my routine for almost 9 years now. Every morning as I wake up, 5 to 7 minutes in the bed, I'll be in this posture. Once your brain, mind, everything settles, then you sit up for your meditation pranayama.
Okay.
So
And
it really helps. Mhm.
before we got into the poses, we had one question where, one of our viewers was asking, would you suggest Nadi Shodhana before or after the asana practice?
So Nadi Shodhana is a beautiful practice in itself. You can do it before the asana practice also and after the asana practice. If you are starting your day, if you're doing this in the morning, the whole sequence, I recommend do the Nadi Shuddhi at the end of the class. The asanas, the everything, and then end at Nadi Shuddhi. Why? Because it is the most important pranayam to balance both the brains. If any mistake has happened in breathing while doing the yoga or any other breathing exercise gone wrong, then you can balance it with this breathing exercise. That's called Nadi Shuddhi. Yeah, that's why you can do it at the end.
Okay. And in the child's pose, how long, I mean, when we're bending, do we keep inhaling and exhaling, uh, or is there a certain breath we should hold? How many
So,
counts?
yeah, so basically, again, a very important and a very nice question. Thank you, Pooja, for asking this, because most of the people get stuck. Am I inhaling properly? Am I exhaling going forward? So, as this two postures, what we learn it in the basis of therapy.
Yeah.
So there is no proper inhalation or exhalation, or a stringent inhalation and exhalation you need to follow. Your body remembers everything from the womb.
Okay.
So maybe it will not remember in the day one, but when you do it for 21 days, your nerves, all the nerves starts to get clear. The oxygen starts reaching, the blood circulation starts reaching to every part of the body, and you will start getting calming. You will be starting to get more calmer. How that will happen? Because your breathing will naturally adjust to the body posture. So don't force that I should do stomach breathing. Is my stomach expanding when I'm inhaling and all? No.
Yeah.
If you focus on that, the posture is gone.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So, yes, I hope you enjoyed the session, Pooja. And if you have any questions or any of our viewers have any questions, yeah, I'd be more than happy to answer.
One of our viewers, Sanjeev Chatra, just asked, can you please repeat the breathing pattern for these exercises? Exhale from mouth, inhale from mouth.
That is for the postures.
I think for the postures, because I think the question has just, yeah.
Yes, yes. So for the postures, when we did the forward bending asana, you can inhale from the nose, exhale from the mouth, or inhale from nose, exhale from nose. Whatever is comfortable for you. I recommend to exhale from the mouth because you can exhale more and let more stress out from your system.
Okay.
And the second asana, what we did was the child's pose. You can inhale from nose, exhale from nose, or inhale from nose, exhale from the mouth. Now, your mouth can be slightly open when you relax your jaw. When you're sitting alone, you can practice this in front of the mirror. When you relax your jaw, your lips will be slightly open. There will be a very slight gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where you're completely stress free and your jaw is not in any stress. Yeah,
I just tried that. Actually, I feel like we just tend to tighten our jaw. We don't even realize.
jaw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know if we have any more questions. So another question is, should we prefer yoga over cardio?
Uh, okay, so this is, I'll just let you know very short bit of what I started my journey with. This is my 10th year of teaching, yoga, pranayama, meditation. And in the initial few months, when I started in 2011, yoga was very famous for cardio and weight loss.
Okay.
Very famous. It is still famous today, but that time we used to do Surya Namaskar in a very fast-paced motion, depending on your knee and other issues if you have any. And when you do your Surya Namaskar at fast pace, your cardio is taken care of. So if you want to work on the cardio bit, do your Surya Namaskar a little faster than usual, and your cardio is taken care of. You don't need to do any extra cardio, and that's why I say yoga, just simple Surya Namaskar, is a complete workout in itself. You don't need to do any other body part workout, anything else. Just 10 to 20 Surya Namaskars to begin with, and reach up to 108 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So, do we have any more questions? I think we can wait a minute. And
Yes.
we hope all our viewers were able to relieve some stress through these techniques, and yeah, that we continue to practice.
That's true. That's true. Perfect. Perfect. So So that was really amazing session. And you, in case anyone of the viewers want to have any question and answer, you can drop it in the comment and we'll be happy to answer them. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pooja, for having me at my safe place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ronak, for this wonderful
Thank,
session
thank
and
you. Bye bye.
practicing. Good night.
Bye.